Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my office. I love it so much. Oh, and before I get started on the video, I wanted to tell you guys, when I did my entire Gucci collection, I left off something, and Flo, hi Flo in the city, she said, oh my gosh, don't you have a Gucci hat? I've worn it and I still have the tag. I didn't even realize that. I kept feeling like I had left something off. And Flo pointed it out. So yeah, I have this beautiful Gucci hat that I got, and I've worn it like to the beach. I've worn it for pool days, and I love this hat. It's super cute and stylish. So yeah, this got left off of my Gucci collection video. But that's not what this video is about, and I'm so excited because I'm doing my very first collaboration with my pretty new friend, Tanya. You guys all know her, and if you don't, you need to get to know her because she is a beautiful, just a beautiful soul. Really, if I only could describe her in just a couple words, I would say Tanya is a beautiful soul. But I would also go on to say that Tanya is a survivor. Tanya is an educator. I think Tanya wears several hats. The more I get to know her, the more I fall in love with her. You cannot help but fall in love with her infectious personality. She is just so kind and so interesting, and I love to watch her outfits of the day, and she does these little talks and vlogs, and you just, I don't know, you just get pulled in by her. I just love Tanya. So when she asked me to do this collab, I was like, yeah, I'll do a collab. So we came up with a few ideas, and she came up with this idea, which is a really good idea, but it was a little difficult, I have to admit. And the idea of this tag is, I look at my collection, and based on what I know about Tanya, I choose one bag and give the reason why. So yeah, it's really hard to narrow it down to one bag because I feel like Tanya's a bit of a eclectic, you know, similar to me. I think that we have a lot in common, I really do, and I had a bit of a difficult time narrowing it down. But if I had to say Tanya, I definitely would say that Tanya is edgy. She's edgy, but she also has a classic flair about her. You know, so, but really all in all, I would think that Tanya is, I think that's her teacher side, her professional side. I think that Tanya's weekend side is, you know, I'm ready to mingle, and that I think that Tanya's weekend side is more edgy. So I love that about her, and like I said, she's just a beautiful soul. I'm going to link her video below. You guys check her out, subscribe to my friend Tanya. So I just want to say thank you so much, Tanya, for asking me to do this collaboration with you. Oh, I forgot to mention Tanya's amazing Australian accent. I love the way Tanya speaks. And when she sends me messages on my phone, she'll send voice messages. I'm like, I just want to talk like Tanya. I want to sound like that. All right, so my bag of the day. And I would say it's my bag of the day because I am not going to carry this bag around all week. I'm not a speedy girl, but it was raining, and we had a luncheon date with my little granddaughters and my big granddaughters. You remember Crazy Ava and her sister Audrey from my vacation. So my big girls and my little girls, and then my daughter-in-law's mom were really good friends. So we had a lunch date, and we had a girls' day. So I just took this bag today because it was a little bit drizzly. And you guys, I've had this bag, I've probably had this bag 15 years. It's an oldie but a goodie, and I like the sag in it. I'm not a huge speedy girl, but this has always been my rainy day bag, and this is my bag of the day. I'll probably switch it out tomorrow unless we have rain in the forecast, which happens all the time in Alabama. Oh, one more thing about this bag. This beautiful charm. This is a Coach charm, and I totally copied my girl Lisa of Lisa Loves Bags. Hey girl. She had this, and she had it on her favorite, her Damier Ebene favorite, and I was like, I have to have that charm. So I looked everywhere and they had different variations of this charm. Some of them weren't as pretty. I found it, I think I found it on eBay, but I totally copied Lisa, and I just love this little charm with this demier bean. Oh, all right. You guys, I have a really quick story. Okay, I haven't told a story in a while, right? So a lot of people have said, hey, we want to hear more stories. All right, so this one, the title of it is, The Time I Licked a Sharp Knife and Sliced My Tongue. And this, you guys, this was just a couple months ago. So my husband, every year for my birthday, bakes me a homemade carrot cake. He's done it every year, not since we've been together, but almost. I would say we've been together 18 years. He's probably done it every year for 15 years. So he makes the most amazing carrot cake. And he only does it once a year. And I take advantage of it. It's my birthday, and I eat carrot cake for breakfast. I eat it for lunch and supper and snacks, and I just eat carrot cake. So a lot of times there's a good bit of it left, so I just put it in the freezer. So this year I was getting some stuff out of the freezer. This is actually a couple months ago. I was getting a few things out of the freezer. I came across a container with carrot cake in it, and I thought, ooh, I'm gonna take that in the house and thaw it out. So I did. And so later that evening, I thought I'm gonna have some carrot cake. So I sliced it with a knife and there was a lot of extra icing, so I was like scooping it up with a knife and putting it on the piece of cake that I was gonna eat. And I took that sharp ceramic knife that had icing all over it and I licked it. Why do my stories always have to do with me licking something? First the bird poo, now this. So, I guess you guys know what happened. I was like, ah! And my husband, he always prepares salads. He eats a salad 5 days a week at lunch. So he's a vegan all during the week. So he's over there chopping away and preparing his lunches, and my tongue's bleeding. And he went, seriously? Who does that? And my tongue was bleeding, and I was like running my tongue under the water. I mean, it didn't cut it bad, but it cut it enough. When I felt it, I pulled the knife away and it was bleeding. Why? I told my husband, I'm like, I have no idea why I did that. And he was like, that is just crazy. Yeah. So, I would say the moral of this story is, when cutting a slice of cake, don't lick a sharp knife. Don't do that. Just, you know, have some patience. Okay, so anyway, that was my story. Tanya. This was difficult. This was difficult. When I was talking about Tanya earlier in the video, I said, I feel like she's edgy. I feel like she has the professional side where she dresses in a, you know, really classy, and she wears the pumps and the skirts, the pencil skirts, and, you know, just like very, very professional. But then there's this other side of Tanya, and she's got some rad ear piercings, you guys, and I love ear piercings. My ears are pierced 7 times. I don't have all my earrings on. I'm wanting more piercings. But she has some rad ear piercings, and it really adds to her edginess. I mean, you get that sense of edginess even with her personality. So edgy is what I had to go with. At first I thought, well, she's a teacher, you know, I was thinking about a tote, but not just a Neverfull, something a little more like my Christian Louboutin, because it has the studs on it, because I thought, yeah. But then I'm like, no, no, no. I've got to go with what I think the essence of Tanya is. And I think the essence of Tanya is an edgy, edgy chick. So, Tanya, bam, I chose my Chanel reissue in the 227. You guys, this is Tanya. I can see Tanya with this bag. I can see Tanya in a pair of jeans and some black pumps and a black leather jacket and this bag with those awesome ear piercings she has. You guys, This is a Tanya bag. I might have to name this bag Tanya. So this is a Tanya bag. And I just thought, yep, this is it. And the chain, look at the chain on this. I can see Tanya wearing jewelry to this effect. This just is Tanya. And this is this bag is my #1 favorite bag in my entire collection. I say that, you guys, it's my #1 favorite bag, even over my Birkin. I did say that. And this is me. If I were a handbag, I would be this reissue with the ruthenium hardware and this chain that is to die for. Oh, I love it. It's like jewelry. Oh my gosh, I just love this bag. And you know, and the more I thought about it, I thought, this is definitely Tanya because this is a classic. And Tanya has that classic side to her, which is really her professional side. But Tanya has so much more inside of her. You know what I'm saying? There's so much more to Tanya. You guys, and if you don't know her, you have to subscribe because I'm telling you, you're gonna fall in love with her. But yeah, so this bag is kind of deceiving, kind of like Tanya. It's like, it's a classic, but really when you look at it, you just think, ooh, what an edgy bag. What a really cool bag. And that's what it is. And this is the perfect Tanya bag. And and at first I thought about my red reissue, which I could totally see her rocking that, but this black with this ruthenium hardware is Tanya to a T. And I thought, well, it's a little big. This is the 227 size, but it's perfect. I mean, I guess if I had a 226, I probably would have chosen the 226 over this size, but the rules were, and you guys, I don't like to obey rules. This is my motto, and something tells me this could possibly be Tanya's motto. I think we could very well be partners in crime. If you obey all the rules, you'll miss all the fun. Listen, you only live once. I don't want to miss out on fun, and I don't think Tanya does. So this bag, at first I was thinking, I don't know. Should I choose? I thought about my red reissue, but no, that one's just a little too dressy. And this one can be dressy too, but I think this bag has many sides to it. And I feel like Tanya has many sides. Like I said earlier, I feel like she's an eclectic person. She has this side to her. She has that side to her. You never know. But the very most important thing about Tanya is she's a beautiful soul. And this is a beautiful bag. So I had to choose the most beautiful, most edgy bag in my collection to represent my beautiful friend Tanya. So I'm really happy with my choice because this bag definitely represents Tanya and her edginess and her style and her classic side and just how beautiful she is. Everything about this bag reminds me of Tanya. I just wanted to say that Tanya and I have a lot in common, and I had reached out to her a few months back and told her some things about myself. And she said, oh, do share with your audience. And it's great to have this platform that we can share with other women. And you guys that watch me know that I was a battered wife. And I was in a bad marriage. I was in a really bad place. I've always been spunky, you know. I've always been a survivor, much like Tanya. And we just have so much in common. I feel very bonded with her because we've spoken quite a bit about really what we've been through. And you guys, I made a video about the fact that I was a battered wife. It doesn't have to define you. You know, you have to be brave to move forward. It's really difficult, but if you're a survivor and you're brave, you can do it. And my life today is nothing like it was for so many years. I always tried to make the best of it, and that is that surviving instinct. I always knew there was something better out there for me. And I feel that Tanya is the same way. We just have so much in common. I'm so excited to watch Tanya throughout the next couple of years just flourish in life. And, you know, she just has so much going for her. She's so beautiful. But like I said, the number one thing about Tanya is she is a beautiful soul. She is a beautiful soul, and I just love the way she talks. I want to talk like you, Tanya. I love to use this platform to help other women. And, you know, I just feel like women like me, like Tanya and myself, and many of you who are survivors, you guys, it is just so important to share our story. And yeah, so I think I'm going to officially name this bag Tanya. This is my Tanya bag from here on out. And like I said earlier, this is my #1 bag in my collection. I love my Birkin, and I have other bags that I love, but this is my #1 bag, so I felt like this was only fitting and perfect to choose for Tanya. Oh, wait a minute. There's another point that I want to make about Tanya. Here's another reason that I chose this bag for her. Because it's versatile. It's versatile like Tanya. Because, yes, when Tanya goes out and she's single and ready to mingle, she can take this bag out partying. She can take it out to a club. She can take it out for a night out. It's a very classy, dressy bag, but she can also wear it over the shoulder, and it's big enough to use as an everyday bag. And like I said, she's a teacher, so this bag holds all of her SLGs. It will hold everything that she needs for a work day. You don't have to skimp on this bag. And then she can also wear it crossbody when she's having those casual days. So not only is this bag beautiful and edgy and classy, but it's also versatile. I think all of those adjectives definitely describe Tanya to a T. So I didn't want to leave that out. It's just, this is Tanya. This is Tanya to a T. This is you, Tanya, in a bag. And I'm really excited with my choice. And I thought, I couldn't have chose a better bag for Tanya. So this is it, Tanya. And I'm super excited to see what she picks for me. Super excited. What could it be? What could she, I don't know. So I'm super excited to see what you choose for me, Tanya. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Go over, check out Tanya's video. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe to Tanya. And also subscribe to me, because so many, about half or a little over half of my viewers are not subscribed. You guys would make me so happy. And I think that's all I've got. That's all I've got. So go over, check out Tanya, see what bag she chooses for me. And I will see you guys again next week. Bye-bye.